person on the other end of this camera, you have the ability to know how the rest of your life plays out. Everything. How you die, who you marry, how many kids you have, where you live, what your life looks like. Life becomes so much more fun when you realize it's a game. Like, we are all at different levels. We are all playing the same game, and it's the game of life. And I'm going to explain to you how to have a little more levity and a little more excitement and fun and play into your life and not take things so serious. It's not that deep. Coming from someone who almost died and was on her deathbed for like 12 years, I'm going to tell you everything that I've learned from that, coming out on the other side of that. I'm going to share a secret of life that you're going to be able to take after you watch this video and implement it and immediately see changes. Nobody knows what they're doing. Not your boss, not your parents, not your best friend, not your dog. I mean, maybe your dog, because dogs are really smart, but we're all just making it up as we go. And it's kind of cool to watch the societal shifts of like, okay, you look at how your parents were raised. They were told that they had to go to college to be successful, but they couldn't afford college. So then they forced all their kids, millennials, to go to college to get into all this debt to then be successful. And that was the only way you were able to be successful. Look at life now. People, it's like going in reverse. It's like you no longer have to go to college. You can start your own business. You can become TikTok famous. You can blow up on YouTube and be an influencer. Like, it's really cool to see how the world starts changing and shifting. The reality of it is, nobody knows what the F they're doing. They're creating momentum. They're just doing the thing and figuring it out later. I think we have it backwards. We think that we need to have the perfect business plan or the perfect health situation to then figure out the next step in opening the gym or having a kid, or you just think that you have to have all your ducks in a row, but you freaking don't. You just need momentum and you need action. When you start the thing, you figure it out later. That's what most successful people do that they don't tell you. None of them know what they're doing when they first begin. Like, I see people that are my same age that are just thriving completely ahead of me. The only difference between me and them was they started earlier. I was stuck in analysis paralysis. They started 5 years ago when they weren't ready. When you realize that no one knows what they're doing, two things happen. You can stop being so hard on yourself. So you stop realizing that you're not failing, you're not behind, and you're not stuck. You just haven't gotten to where you need to be yet. You're just living. You're experiencing life for the first time like everyone else. Second, you can stop taking life so damn seriously. Like, think about it. What's a job? What's money? What's a mortgage? Like, it's all made up, honestly. I think it's all made up. And I think we're meant to, like, just exist and love God and experience the human life. That's why we're here. When you embrace that nobody knows what they're doing, life becomes more playful. And it is. It's a game. Again, we're all at different levels. What level are you starting at and what level do you want to be at? Like, remember when we were a kid, you would play tag or kickball or a board game and you wouldn't worry about being bad. Like, you just played. When you're a kid, you operate in a different brain wave. You're way more creative. You have an imagination. When we become an adult, society forms us into a box. Go to college, get a job, have a family, have a house, etc. We lose the imaginative part of ourselves. So I want you to, like, sit back and think for a second. If life is a game, what do I want? And if life is a game, what am I taking so seriously right now that I can kind of ease up and be like, okay, wait, it's just a job. It's just a mortgage. It's, like, look at it for truly what it is and not as a stressor or something that you have to do. I don't know if any of this is hitting or making sense. My whole point to this is sit back and ask yourself, am I enjoying this? Is this what I want to be doing? And if it's not, how do I change that? All right, here's some like practical takeaways. The first thing, ask, will this matter in 5 years? If it doesn't matter in 5 years, stop worrying about it. Just get it out of your life. Second, embrace the awkward. Was it an awkward handshake with your boss? Was it a weird interaction? Was it something strange happened and you had a falling out with a friend? Okay, whatever. Like, leave that level behind and move forward. Find the humor. Life is absolutely absurd. Like, it's maniacal how serious we take life, and I am at fault for this too. I get so in my head. I think, oh my God, why am I not more successful? Why am I not farther ahead? Why do I only have 270 subscribers? It's a game. Again, like some people just get really fortunate and really lucky, but other people work really, really hard to get where they are, and you're somewhere in the middle. So control the controllables. What are the things that you can take action of right now? Can you get a better skill set to get a better job, to move to a different place? Like, just audit your life and see, why are you unhappy? Like, what is the true root and the true cause of that? Again, and take action. Momentum is what is going to drive you to the creation of a different life. It is not going to be having the perfect plan. There's something so beautiful about not knowing. Like, if someone were to give you the option, like, hey, person on the other end of this camera, you have the ability to know how the rest of your life plays out. Everything. How you die, who you marry, how many kids you have, where you live, what your life looks like. Would you take it? Like, would you say, yes, I want to know? Or would you kind of sit back and be like, you know what? Actually, the element of surprise is actually quite beautiful. Because I know I sure wouldn't want to know. I don't want to know how I'm going to die. I don't want to know what amazing blessings are coming my way. That's up for God to know. Like, we're not playing God here. We're just playing life that He's given us. I think a lot of times we are either way too passive or way too active. And what I mean by that is we're just floating on the river, letting whatever take us, whichever way, and we don't really choose. Or we're trying to like row the river and row upstream and row this way. And if you find something in the middle where you're working towards your goals in your dream life, but then you let life kind of take you where it goes, you don't try to control the things that you have no access to. Again, I say YouTube because it's one of my biggest goals is to get 100,000 subscribers. And just like a lifelong goal that I think would be really cool to hit, I can't focus on that. But what I can focus on is adding value, having fun, having connection. If you drop a comment, I'm going to comment back and say what's up, because human connection is the basis of the most beautiful life lived, honestly. So the next time you feel lost or alone or like you don't know what you're doing, none of us know. Play the game of life. Have fun. Figure out how you can add more excitement into your life. Start planning trips and places that you want to go see. You know, I had a coworker that she was like in her mid-50s and she like wanted to go see the world so bad, but she just never took time to because she always felt guilty because there was a lot of work stacking up. And I'm like, listen, your job, if you die tomorrow, they're going to replace you next week. Like, they're going to find somebody by Monday to show up. And that literally happened to one of my other coworkers. He had a heart attack, and the next week on Monday, there was a new person in his place. It's not personal, it's business. And that's my point. Life is a game. Your job is not your life. Your life is to be explored and experienced and loved, and your relationships and your relationship with God. Like, that's it. That's all it is. So start playing the game of life. Have fun. Drop a comment. Let me know if any of this hit. And I'll catch you guys when I catch you.